Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more Victoria 2 as the United States. So, let's see. So I've been taking some time off camera here to just read a lot of these pop-up-y type things and just try to get my bearings straight when it comes to the current situation that our country's in. And I think I found something that's a little bit scary. I think it was under the politics tab. This thing here, the slavery debate. The debate over slavery is alive in the United States, and popular consciousness over the issue is rising every day. If the upper house ever has 30% or more liberal representation, the South might very well decide to secede. And we're 29.9, which makes me think that, what, you're going to lose half the country? That doesn't sound good. See, I was kind of leaning towards, okay, let's let consciousness happen. So that I can, I want the slavery debate to happen because I want to change the, outlaw slavery. But apparently, I don't know. I guess I don't really quite understand it. So, and we have more decisions available. Lots of decisions. I did not realize there were this many in here. But there are, what, 4? No, there are tons here. Restore the academia. Many within our academic circles feel that the present direction of our academia suffers from an undue bias and that we should return to a more traditional academic profile. So we have 45 prestige, which is what makes this possible. We can lose 15 prestige. Change to traditional academia. Okay. So this is related to the technology bonuses and penalties. I actually kind of like the way that it is right now since we're focusing on these types of things. Working on market structure, and then also I got some feedback in the comments that we need to get romanticism because it will unlock something important. I don't remember what. I don't know. It leads towards a decision, I guess, that you can make with something to do with Mexico. And then somewhere in here I should really find the one that increases your research speed. Can't possibly be in our army, right? No. Wouldn't make any sense. Tax efficiency, administrative, factory. Culture? There we go. Idealism. Okay, so perhaps we should go for idealism just so we get 50% bonus to our research. This does make sense. Like if you fill out this one first, you get all the others faster. Yep, and then also we currently have an election being held, so that's what I'm kind of worried about. So, okay, let's go talk about these things in here. The Kansas-Nebraska Act. Because we have at least 3 consciousness, we're at 4.29. We're allowed to do this. Might be necessary to prevent the sundering of our union. I guess stalling is a good thing. And then here, the Clay and Douglas draft. We can calm tensions. I guess we do this, right? I can lower consciousness by 3 right now. We're going to do that. Senators Henry Clay and Stephen A. Douglas have presented a draft proposal of a compromise centered around the premise of popular sovereignty as the determinant for slavery or abolitionism in the territories. By supporting the draft proposal, we can calm tensions over the slave issue for some time. And then we'll do the House gag rule. Just see if now why does it say average consciousness? So it only went down to 2.84 though. It didn't go down by a flat like 3. Well, let's just wait and see what happens. Alright. Now, I've not gone through these before, but I remember the only time that I did play this game, it just confused the hell out of me. So, war policy debated in local election. Opponents and proponents of the military and armed forces are taking sides for the coming election, while militarists argue that increased tension in the world and arms races between several of the great powers are reason enough to maintain a strong American military. Others are less convinced, and they see the military expense as excesses on part of the government. What are we paying right now? Because I remember I raised maintenance. Yeah, let's lower maintenance. Basically down to nothing. I say that right as we're about to probably have a rebellion or something. We're patriots and we're going to fight for our country. All pops in Missouri become 10% more in favor. So it's just related to population of Missouri. Missouri is just a minor 95,000 adult males. It's going up a little bit, but they're actually fairly militant. Some of these, the Afro-Americans down there. Afro-American. Everyday needs not fully satisfied, not fulfilled. Minority culture. So, all pops become more in favor of pacifism. Voter issues. 35% pro-military. If I'm understanding... Oh, hey, and this is... Okay, it shows population here. Very small portion of that. Our current party is the Democratic Party, which is in favor of jingoism. I'm going to just go with the... Wait, voter issues. So, very, very few of the voters in Missouri are in favor of jingoism, but that is the party platform. They're actually pro-military. I'm going to do this one. The percentage of people that support jingoism gained 0.2. And if I understand this, only 0.03% of them support it, so I don't know. I don't know. These events, they just confuse me a bit. We're going to get a whole bunch of pop-ups about this. There are some people who said that I should avoid war with Mexico, other people who say we should go to war with Mexico. I know we do have to do sphere stuff. Oh, and I do appreciate the feedback about how this thing is supposed to work, because I was getting it confused. This idea that, alright, so increase relations does not increase their, like, how happy they are. If I'm understanding it correctly now, increased relations just increases their score of you, their relation, literally their relations, which determines whether or not they'd accept like alliances and things. But apparently you have to spend influence in order to increase, just influence, and then you get to 100 and then you sphere them. So, Haiti and Hawaii, neutral. We're going to increase opinion, which just takes them to cordial. That makes sense. They're already friendly. Oh, it's Colombia. So Brazil is the primary focus right now. They're already friendly. We just need another 47 points so we can sphere them. And that seems good because that should protect us against the United Kingdom getting control there. It'd be nice if we could make some more troops. Citizens in the Res Publica. Hey, that's the expansion coming out tomorrow, in fact, for EU4. 2, citizenship policy debated in Alabama. 2 debaters are arguing heatedly in the qualmy air of the town hall. The audience sits dumbfounded as words like aliens, minorities, and ethnic and cultural groups are thrown between the two. One argues that immigrants are to adopt the dominant culture of their new homeland, while his opponent believes that immigrants should retain their cultural heritage and that the USA will be strengthened by the influx of fresh perspective. I think, I mean, I'm going to go with the voters, but also, I just, like, personally, I married someone from South America, and, the United States, in my opinion, was founded on the idea of, it's like a melting pot, it's a cultural thing. You've got a little bit of everybody. It's, do full citizenship. Let's do it. A lot of the really, really great inventors of our time, of the United States, were actually from other countries. There's a huge influx of scientists and, visionaries, really, from Europe that were fleeing persecution in Europe, and they'd come here, and then, hey, thank gosh, they live here. It's good. The Underground Railroad was an informal network of, yes, we're going to leave it be. Just gonna let that thing happen. I know I'm playing kind of slow, but I have no idea how this game works. Okay, so something else that I really liked was somebody had mentioned, okay, and now I'm gonna get distracted again. But like, take Massachusetts, which was like somewhere over here-ish, right? They're showing the actual... There we go, yeah. You take like Massachusetts, right? Which, where's the one that makes coal? I thought there was a province or a thing in Massachusetts that made coal. Oh, that's a little building. Interesting. Okay, fine. Well, anyway, take like Lexington, right? It's expanding the railroad network right now. It makes coal. So, in this region of Kentucky then, for factories, if we were to put in Kentucky... Oh, there are no factories in Kentucky right now. Well, just anyway, for example, like this glass factory, if we had coal in Massachusetts, apparently it would improve significantly. Possible bonus from plus 25% producing coal in state. So we want to try to build little chains of production in each state. Economic policy debated in Kentucky. Hey, speak of the devil. The election debates in Kentucky have been going on for several days now, and the issue that seems to be becoming the determining one for the outcome of the election is, perhaps unsurprisingly, the economy. Several theories are being advanced, but the voters want a clear statement on government policy. How will the government make sure that every American citizen has a chicken in his pot during the coming term of office? So the voters want planned economy or state capitalism. The party platform is interventionism. And there's like, okay, there's multiple parties. Southern Democrats. We're only, again, looking at the population of Kentucky. Pardon me, which is 188,000 people. Just side with the voters, or... I don't know what the differences are between them, so... I just like the idea of voting for the one that the fewest number of voters would be upset by. For sure. Planned economy. Whatever. So we're making pretty good money. We got £66,000. We could upgrade some stuff. And evidently you can expand railroads by holding down shift. Wait, click plus control to build. So control. Well, I think that we do just expand the railroads like everywhere. Get all this money. It'll increase troop movement. It just seems like a generally good idea. If you have the money. I don't think I should open up the factories again. I'm not really sure. American trade policy. 100% of voters like free trade. The intensive election campaign has reached the boiling point in New York, where a fierce trade policy debate pits the friends of free trade against the pals of protectionism in a rough rumble and tumble to determine the future of our nation's traders. So, you know, party popularity, it's all free trade. Everyone wants free trade. Yeah, I'll just freedom and liberty. We're actually in third place now, which is really weird. Now we're down to fourth. I bet if I had kept an active military, or an active naval force, that we would actually have even more score from military power. Love and war. War policy debated in local election. opponents and proponents of the military and armed forces are taking sides for the coming election. While militarists argue that increased tension... Didn't we already read this one? Okay. 73,000 people in Louisiana. They are in favor of pro-military. I'm going to keep doing pacifism. I don't really want to go to war, because war scares me. Actually, I mean, it's not really true. War is interesting to me, but I just don't like the idea of building up a warmongering country that wants to go to war. The future of the economy. We're going to go for state capitalism. I don't know. That seems to be what we're doing right now, and it's working out okay. Although our budget, I would like more money. There's still some people in the middle class who aren't getting any money, so let's make sure that the taxes are just a little bit lower. Got a bunch of people getting none of their needs. I don't like that. Maybe is that because I have too many factories? Full citizenship. There's such a disparity here. We got some who can't get anything and others who are getting tons. Listless, unemployed. I've been around to all workplaces in the city, but I just can't seem to get a break, sir. I wonder what to do. I cannot go home and let the grass grow around my feet all day. My family trusts me to support them, but what should a poor sod do when there are no jobs available? With jobs scarce and creditors inversely plentiful, many from the poorer classes are having trouble making ends meet. And build local reform support. Yeah, sure. I mean, I think that you need to have a safety net to protect people if they are happening upon hard times. Love and war. I'm just hoping we can get to this end of this election. I want to wrap that up. That's going to happen in 2 more days, 3 more days. Okay, President. The elections are now finished. Democratic Party is the new ruling party. Democratic Party had 89.34% of the vote. A coalition of conservative and reactionary parties got 89.34% of the vote and will form the basis of government. Okay? So, we are still Democrat. People's ideologies are quite liberal. The voters are still less than 30%. 29.9. It just seems so hard capped there. Interesting that we're allowed to just hold an election. Well, I'm gonna take a break here, and in the next video, we will see if this slavery issue is going to become an issue. I'm sure it will. We also have, it says 2 out of 2. Okay, so we are using clergy and clerks. Do we have the right percentage of them yet? 1.04%. We're getting some clerks, but we need more clergymen still. Okay, I'm going to take a break here. I'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you in a bit.